Well, I'm delighted to have Michael Gerber, the man from E-Myth, the man from the Dreaming Room, back in the studio. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Now, look, when we first met a number of years ago,
Has it been that long?
It's been that many years ago. Yeah, I heckled you from the audience.
That's true. I remember.
And I felt very proud of the fact that I heckled.
Thank you.
I heckled Michael
Yes.
Gerber.
Thank you.
And we had a discussion around the whole topic of your notion that if you work on your own, you don't have a business, you have a job.
Yes.
Right? Now, my question to you is, given the world has changed somewhat since 2007, we can now...
Not really.
Well, oh, really? Well, that's where I live. You know, we can connect with people much more readily, and indeed we do. We can delegate, we can outsource. There are coaches. The planet has changed somewhat, particularly the kind of the small business planet or the small business landscape. Do you still hold that same view that if you're working on your own, even though you may be delegating, outsourcing, working with others kind of alongside you, is it still a job in your view?
Well, yes, it is a job. You're self-employed. Now, understand you just added a dimension to that.
Yep.
You say even though you're delegating, even though you have people alongside of you, well, what do you think a business is? I mean, a business is not necessarily that they're permanent employees.
Sure.
You have people who work contractors, you have others who do this and others who do that. You have editors who do editing, you have
Yep.
videographers who do videographing,
Yep.
you have all this and all that. But essentially, if it all comes back and resides on you, if you are brand number one,
Yep.
if you are a solo,
Yep.
I'm suggesting that in fact, you mostly will be a living disaster. You will be.
Okay, but how does that fit then with you? I mean,
Well,
your
because
brand
I'm not
comes
solo.
back to you.
I'm not solo.
Okay.
I'm not solo. I never did become a coach. You understand? I created a coaching system.
Right.
We've coached over 75,000 clients.
Okay.
Not I. I didn't do it.
Okay.
I created the method through which to do it.
Okay.
But I didn't do that all by myself either. In other words, I delegated that to others I brought in.
Yeah.
But the vision, the dream, the picture, the idea, the thing that it all stemmed from, of course, came from me.
Yeah.
It came from me just as it comes from you. But if you truly want to grow, if you truly want to scale,
Yeah.
if you truly want to touch millions upon millions of people, if you truly want to transform the state of the world, which is what I keep on saying,
Yeah, yeah.
then you have to go beyond yourself.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I don't disagree with you. I think some of it, to some extent, is kind of semantics and definitions of.
Oh, it's not. It's
Isn't
not.
it?
No, no. We'll have a great conversation about it. But it's not semantics. It's exactly the opposite of semantics, meaning it's not a spin on words.
Okay.
It's not a spin on the idea. It's a very, very pragmatic,
Yep.
pragmatically true thing.
But are you saying then that from a business kind of clustering, if you like, around a single person, that if that, well, presumably if that extends slightly, if there's more than that one person, if there's a few people that have their ownership of that business, does that then instantly, like from 1 to 2 to 3, is that a very different picture?
Well, let's look at it in a different way. Why would one insist that I want to be alone, I want to be on my own,
Yep.
I don't want to create a big business, I don't want to have...
Why would I can answer that?
Why wouldn't I? Why would that? Why would one even begin to think like that?
Well,
simply
can I
because-
answer that?
Well, of course you can.
I think the reason...
This is your show.
I know. For you're my guest. I think the reason that a number of people do that is, and we know from some research that we did in our business in Flying Solo, that a number of people that work by themselves absolutely choose to work by themselves.
Of course they do.
Because they're doing it as a lifestyle choice. They've possibly been there, done that from a bit larger business or an employee type situation.
Yeah.
And they want to work by themselves and they want to create a successful little business, but they're probably not looking in a number of cases to touch millions of people.
Right.
So I guess in that case, you would say, well, they've got a job. I suppose my retort to that is, well, it's a bloody fine job. You know, you work the hours you want.
Well,
and you...
yeah, it's a bloody fine job until you really look at it. And then when you begin to really look at it, not just the idea of it, it's very seductive, it's very romantic, but it's absolutely the pits. because I look at all of these wondrous people out on their own.
Yeah.
It's living hell for the vast majority of them, because the vast majority of them
I don't
haven't
think
a
you'd be
clue,
looking in the right place.
haven't a clue what in the world they're doing. And when you really get into serious, deep conversation with them, not the conversation on the surface of it,
Yeah.
but deeper and deeper and deeper, you see really what's driving them. And what's driving them is not that I really want to do this on my own and create on my own. It's the reverse of that. I don't want to be controlled by something that I don't have control over. So when I begin to create something bigger than myself, I suddenly am influenced by influences, challenges that I don't want to have to deal with because I don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, okay, but I guess that you know, if you're happy with your situation, and we know again from research we've done that the majority, I keep using that without exact percentages, but the majority are happy in their work. So, you know, if you're happy in your work, you're enjoying it, you're supporting your family, you're living the life that you want to live, where's the problem?
Well, hear me. This is the counter to what you've just said.
Yeah.
You're looking for one thing, I'm looking for another.
Yeah.
You find what you're looking for, I find what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
If I were to talk to the very same people, I'd find, in fact, their extreme happiness was not extreme happiness at all.
Right.
They tell you that because that's where you are. They reveal to me something they would never reveal to you. Okay. I've had people.
We'll have comments open on the video.
Yeah,
so
I've had people in my dreaming rooms who, on the face, on the surface, are happy as can be doing what they do. And as I go deeper and deeper and deeper, I discover that, in fact, they're not even close to happy. There is no joy there. And they have the greatest charade going on that anyone could possibly imagine. So I'm not suggesting that one can't be happy being on one's own. I met a monk.
Maybe we should agree then that some people really enjoy it and are happy with it. And
well,
others don't.
and
I
that's
guess
fine.
the people that are going to come to you.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I don't have any argument with somebody loving what they do.
No.
None. I'm just saying, don't call it a business.
Okay.
Because in fact, it's not. It's simply a way of employing yourself to get paid to do what you love to do on your own, all alone, in the cruel, cruel world. And I'm suggesting there is a significantly, significantly more joyful way of doing it.
Interesting. This is going to be one of those interviews where afterwards I watch it, I'm going to think, geez, there's a million things I should have said. But for now, that's it. Michael Gerber, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.